Welcome to the Fun Astrology video podcast for Monday, April 18th. Thomas Miller, thanks for joining us. So glad you're here. Sun's coming up, so just on time. Let's take a look at the chart for today. We've got a pretty busy day in the sky, and the first thing that has already happened is, you'll see here because Mercury is already a higher degree, it conjoined Uranus at 10 until 1 this morning Eastern time. So for some of you in the western part of the United States, that was even before midnight. That happened yesterday. But this was that aspect that I was talking about on Friday that I think has some significance as far as under this full moon, which I hope you got to see. Most of you did, it looked like. A little bit of clouds in the center part of the country, but the rest of you on the either side were able to. I was able to here in Asheville, and it was gorgeous. So under that full moon, it's almost like we could look outside the box for areas that we could work on, or areas that we could release, or just looking at, like if you have your normal things that like your list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, here's what I'm going to work on. But over here are some periphery things that maybe I could take a look at under this energy. In other words, expand your vision into your life, and maybe some things would unfold that could be additional things to work on. The other area supplementing that is Venus. See, look, Venus is at 13 degrees, so that is a sextile, a 60-degree aspect to Uranus as well. It's bringing heightened intuition and heightened sensitivity in this because, look, Venus is even closing in on our big conjunction. And even Jupiter, being fairly slow moving, is not that far away from Uranus. So we're still very much under Jupiter-Uranus with Venus moving into that situation. That's a really nice combination of energy right there. And with all of that aspecting this, and tomorrow, the sun moves into Taurus. So we've got the sun moving into this existing. Now, Mercury will have pulled off a pretty good ways. It's fast. But Mercury, Uranus, looking outside the box, Venus pulling in. I mean, this is some pretty cool energy. So we got the heightened spirituality here, the heightened sensitivity. Of course, on the shadow side, we have the lies and the deception and the escapism and the wanting to just check out. But I think with Venus moving in, and of course Jupiter's very happy in Pisces, and Neptune is very happy in Pisces, that we kind of have the makings here for a week of really good energy, especially right here in the sign of Pisces. Now, I'm going to get a jump a little bit on tomorrow. Well, let's see. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, this is the one that, so here's the sun at 28 degrees. Goodbye Aries tomorrow, right? It's goodbye Aries tomorrow night. So all day tomorrow is an Aries day, but it's the, see you later, see you in a year kind of waving goodbye. And Pluto is at 28 degrees. So today at 11:14 this morning, they form up this exact square aspect. Now, this to me is a really significant aspect because we're going to add one other thing. And I think this is really worth taking a look at because we also have, if you look right here, and this little blue line is a sextile up to Pluto. Now, Neptune won't move into that, but Jupiter absolutely will in about the next 10 days. I didn't look up the exact date, but it will be moving in. So we have a very interesting combination here, especially with what all is going on in the world. And I think this is very serious, and a lot of astrologers, I could hear the echoes now talking about all the shadow sides of this aspect. Let's keep in mind that Venus is moving in here. All right, so we have the positive counterbalance, if you will, of the two benefic planets sitting in this sextile to Pluto. But because Pluto is square to the sun, and collectively the sun represents all of us, this is one to definitely keep our eye on. Hopefully, because all of this is, well, At least the sun is moving pretty quickly and Venus is moving quickly because it's going to sit there and bake, actually. This sextile is in particular. Jupiter tends to expand, so we're going to have to watch to see which side of Pluto are we going to get here. And, with Pluto at 28 degrees in Capricorn, flirting with getting ready to move into Aquarius. So we have Pluto trying to hold on to the oligarchic old Capricornian structure. And then the shadow side of Aquarius, which we know it's going to amplify over the next 20 years, which is authoritarianism. We're already seeing that playing out in the world. What side of Pluto are we going to get here? But I am taking this aspect serious, especially since it's in a square to the sun, but then bringing in also this particularly Neptunian energy, because that's the one that's going to sit there and bake, and then also the Jupiter expansion of that energy. So, with that, we have all kinds of things that we could talk about as far as, challenging areas. I've got a cat here. Come here. You want to come here? You want to come here and say hi to everybody? Come here. Come here. Say hi. This is Leo. This is my last episode. Well, I might be able to record one more, but he doesn't like to be held so much. But I have so enjoyed being with these guys. Heading off to an Airbnb from here. But this is something that is significant, that I think that these shadow sides of Neptune and the shadow sides of Pluto, if we get them, could be significant. This is going to be quick. It's going to be basically over the next just 48, maybe 72 hours, but kind of a heads up to see what might happen, not only in the world, but also in our own life. Like, stuff could be coming up. Well, if it does, remember, we're on the now waning side of the full moon. So just let it come on up, let it bubble out, be with it, don't resist it, because the universe is trying to help us. And why do we know that? Because just as the sun crosses the ascendant today, what was there right before it? But Chiron, the wounded healer. Let the universe heal the wounds. That's the big message right now in the sky. It is all about our collective healing. I hope that helps. That's quite a bit of stuff happening on a Monday. The rest of the week quiets way down. Taurus season tomorrow, and then we're going to really throttle back down for the rest of the week. It's kind of like the universe needs to take a deep breath and catch its breath. So we will all do that too. All right, you guys have a great day. We'll see you back tomorrow.